Fanatec has once again blessed the community by bringing out the V2 version of the McLaren steering wheel, and already it's beautiful. So if you don't know, this is the second rendition of the McLaren steering wheel after the first one was highly successful, and after it wasn't available anymore, people just wanted more of this thing because of its incredible price and its dashing good looks. So for transparency's sake, Fanatec did send me this wheel to review. However, that's not going to change the fact that this is going to be a full-on honest review, my opinions on the wheel. But overall, thank you so much, Fanatec, for sending me this. Now, since this video is entirely based around Fanatec, we've got to give a little shout out to our other sponsors of the channel. That's right! Once again, we're back with Mixed Energy, the powdered, sugar-free energy supplement that allows no crashing and gets you right back on track when you're feeling that little bit drowsy. They have tons of flavours on the website, so plenty of variety to choose from. This one right here is my favourite one, Rainbow Candy. And you get 60 drinks out of this tiny little tub. And be sure to use code Coyote when you check out mixedenergy.net for 10% off. Anyway, let's get back to the review. Now, despite the high popularity and demand for the McLaren wheel and its very, very, very good looks, this steering wheel is Fanatec's most affordable steering wheel on the Fanatec website, and it is laced with everything that you could want. So one of the main things that has been upgraded from the V1 to the V2 is the shifters on the back. Now, on the original steering wheel, these were spring-loaded. These are now magnetic, and they are magnetic as standard. But also, it comes with as standard. I can't quite remember the name of these, but you have the option to use these as clutch biting points or accelerator and braking. So if unfortunately you're a person that is not able to use your legs or feet, then these are an option. Moving around the front, the funky switch is over on the left hand side, which is a little bit different from what we're normally used to from Fanatec, because it's normally up around here somewhere. Same stuff as usual, two 12-point multi-position switches, so you can map these to traction control or ABS, and all of the button covers are interchangeable, so all of the button caps come off. See? Now the big question is if this is so affordable, why should I bother buying the Fanatec Formula V2 rim? One of the key things I've noticed between this wheel and the Formula V2 is this is much, much bigger, and the grips are not fabric, they are rubberized, so you don't have to wear gloves. But as it says on the box, this is a CSL GT rim. So this rim is for the entry-level series to Fanatec. So obviously, cheaper materials have been used and electronics have been used as well in order to make this deal a steal. But don't let that fool you, because this is still a very, very high quality rim. So let's do a direct comparison to another very popular wheel that Fanatec offer, the Formula V2 Clubsport. Now, on the surface they look relatively the same. They both look really, really nice, but this one is €350 and this one is €200. Why would I buy this one? Well, so far it's not looking good for this one, because this one has the Fanatec shifters. Now that's great and all, but this is an upgrade. The magnetic shifters don't come with the Formula V2. That's a €100 upgrade, and it's almost a €200 upgrade if you want to have the Podium paddle module, where you get the clutch module. All of that comes with this one. No upgrade, no nothing. Magnetic shifters and the paddles. Now, it may look like I'm just taking a dump on this one, however, there is a very good reason for this price. One, this is made with much higher quality materials. If we take a look to the quick release on the back of both of these, the Clubsport has clearly metal quick release and therefore stronger, and it also has the pin mount, so it can't come out of the wheel very easily, whereas this one is all, can you hear that? It's all very plasticky. But the biggest reason, I'd say, for the price difference is because if you happen to be as fortunate as I am to own a direct drive wheel by Fanatec, this will not hinder its performance, whereas this one, since it's part of the CSL range, this will limit your DD wheel to around 8 Newton meters of torque, regardless if you've got the torque key in there or not. This also has a lot more buttons functionality with it, and everything just feels very, very high quality. So this still is worth the price if it just wasn't for that magnetic shifter problem. Now, I have said this before in the past, and I will say it again, Fanatec, this is the most expensive Formula rim that you offer. As standard, it should come with magnetic shifters and make the Podium paddle module the upgrade. not the magnetic shifters themselves. This is a €200 wheel and it comes with magnetic shifters. But if it was up to me, I'd have both of these wheels because both of these wheels are phenomenal to use. This one in particular is so comfortable around your hands when you use it. It feels like you've just grown the wheel out of your hands. But this wheel is by far the best entry-level steering wheel you can buy, I would say. This is probably the greatest entry-level wheel ever made. And the Fanatec V2 is one of the best Formula GT style rims ever made and is a worthy upgrade. But what kind of a video would it be if we didn't go out and test it? So, let's go to the rig. So here we are in the rig with everything all mounted. Now I should mention one thing that I forgot to mention at the table. Fanatec also sent me this, which is the quick release mount that they also offer. Now because the standard quick release system that comes with this wheel is this simplified plastic thing, and if you use any of the direct drive systems that Fanatec use, this quick release will limit the DD wheel, as mentioned earlier, to 8 Newton meters of torque. However, since Fanatec sent me this and they offer this for purchase, the metal quick release system basically registers with the base and bypasses that safety limit. So the McLaren wheel can be used with a direct drive's wheel's full potential. Now I should mention this is a €100 add-on, so if you want to use that with this wheel, then that's an extra €100, so that makes this wheel technically €300. But anyway, let's crack on. So what I can say immediately about this wheel right off the bat, hooking it onto the base, is that with my first grips it already feels very natural, feels very comfortable in my hands, and despite it looking bigger than the Formula V2, it doesn't really feel much bigger. It feels perfectly natural, and all of the buttons are neatly positioned. The only thing that I really am struggling to get my head around is the fact that on this side of the wheel the funky switch is placed here on the left instead of over here on the right, which is what we're normally used to when it comes to the Formula V2 and other wheels that Fanatec offer. And you may have noticed that I haven't actually taken off the button caps that are registered for the Xbox One, and that's because we just want to see what this is like as an out-of-the-box review. So the sim I've chosen today is Assetto Corsa Competizione, and the reason why I've done that is because if we look here, there is a preset in the game for the Fanatec DD1 with the McLaren GT3 Rim, so we're going to use that today. Now the only thing we're going to be doing differently than last time is we're going to be doing an online race with real people. Hungaroring? Nah, I'm not fancying Hungaroring. You know what? Let's do a bit of Silverstone. Silverstone is always a bit of fun, even though I'm absolutely pants at it. Got to do a bit of qualifying as well. Oh joy. Ignition. On. Engine. On. Pit limiter. Very nice. I love the big button for the pit limiter. It's nice. It's just like, ugh. It's got a right thunk to it. Alright, so the wheel itself already feels amazing. Right out of the box, it feels very natural, very easy to use. I very much like it already. I love the display they've got. It's exactly the same one that you get on the Fanatec Formula V2 rim, so that means you know it's good. It's just a neat little display, doesn't give you too much information, just gives you the information that you need. Gear changes and speed. I also really like the positioning of some of the switches, like this one here. This is mapped to the brake balance, so you just push that down and it brings the brake balance down. Normally I have that mapped to my button box because it's got a rotating dial, but that's actually a really neat little feature that they've got. The other dials are really nicely positioned as well. They're out of your way so you don't knock them, but they're easy enough to reach that you can just make a quick altercation when you need to. Oh no! As I say, I'm rubbish at Silverstone and I don't normally drive the McLaren. It's not my go-to car. Right, I have a feeling we're going to get overtaken quite a lot on this race, so the aim of the game is just to you know, keep out of everybody's way and don't die. So it's an 18-minute race around Silverstone, and this should actually prove to be a very good test. Alright, here we go.
Green light, shut it back up. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
He broke. Why is he braking so early?
3 wide. All clear.
I'm gonna have to get out of that one. That's a nasty situation I do not want to be involved in. Oh, it's been a very messy start. Getting onto the hanger straight. He's getting into the slipstream behind us. We're being left behind a little bit, but he's going to try and send one on the inside, but I'm just going to let him go. Because I go way too wide anyway, because I'm stupid. Here we go, getting to the slipstream of that Ferrari up ahead. Oh, and the BMW, the Bentley up ahead goes very wide. Got to try and keep with this Ferrari that broke so earlier on.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Deary me, they're braking so early. Why are they doing that? I'm the bad one here at Silverstone, not them. Come on, guys, what are you doing? So, what can I say about the wheel already after driving for a lap already? Well, one thing that I've noticed that is already miles better than the original are the magnetic shifters. As you know, on the V1 of the McLaren wheel, the magnetic shifters didn't come as standard. Actually, didn't come at all with the old McLaren rim. But now they've made it magnetic. It just feels so much better and so much more satisfying. But it's not the same kind of clunk that you get on the Formula rim. On the Formula rim, the shifting feels very clean, very clinical, very civilized. On this, though, the wheel feels heavy with the shifting. Like, it feels dirty. It's like a good thud. It feels like I'm stamping on it with a bunch of workman's boots. And I absolutely love it. It's got that roughness to it.
Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Holy cow. They had a bit of a coming together. We're in second place. We're in the podium. Right. Let's see if we're going to win this race. Tell you what, I am mightily impressed about the design of this wheel. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't, like, you know, fine-tuned the wheel. I've literally just pulled it out of the box, put the upgraded quick release on it, and away I've went. It feels absolutely fantastic.
Car on the left. Clear
What?
on the left.
Whoa, that was shutting the door on us a bit.
Car on the right.
Got him.
Clear on the right.
Right, let's go. There's no one holding us up now. I know this Aston behind me is going to have me. He's really fast.
Yellow flag.
They were one of the front runners before the front runners had a bit of a coming together. You may have also noticed that I'm not using any gloves, and that's because the McLaren rim has rubber grips. So I don't need to be too worried about how much grip I've got on the wheel, because obviously I'm not going to have 100% force feedback on this wheel unless I'm being really stupid. One thing that the wheel does have as well, as I mentioned earlier, that the paddles, like the clutch paddles, can be used as a throttle and a brake, which I will demonstrate momentarily. Actually, probably not the best time, as I'm having a good battle with this Aston Martin. Come on, guys, let's go! Testing out a wheel and we're winning a race. I'm going to go defensive.
There's a car exiting pit lane. Well done, mate. Purple lap.
Ah, no, that wasn't a good... That was a terrible line!
Car on the right.
He's going to have me here, but if I can push him wide a little bit...
Clear on the right.
He has to... Yes! I scared him with the guy that was coming out of the pit lane.
Clear on the left.
Oh, has he got me? Has he got me? Yes, he has. There was nothing I could do. He was a much faster driver than me. Well, at least we're not really fighting him anymore. He's just going to start gapping me now. I can now demonstrate to you the accelerator and braking paddles. See, the paddles that are on the underside of the wheel are normally used for clutching and clutch bite points. As I said earlier, if you are not able to use your feet or legs, then sim racing is still an option for you. So if I click my wheel to the right one, it'll go to brake and throttle. So now, I am now completely off the pedals. I am now controlling the car with my hands. And it's, I must say, actually feels pretty good. If I didn't overcook it. Right, I'm going back to my feet. And that's a really, really good feature that they've implemented there. Now, as someone who admittedly doesn't particularly like driving the McLaren, and this wheel is technically for that, I have to say, for someone who's not particularly keen on it, this wheel is making me enjoy it. I don't know what it is, it's just something about it that's just like, it's just nice. I can't describe it, it's just nice. Yeah, I don't care. I wasn't actually meant to join into a race and be competitive in any way, shape or form. All I'm doing is testing the wheel, but man am I having fun. Wow, the Aston Martin just got a 159. Now, I know a lot of my friends will be watching this video, and they'll be thinking, 159's quick. I could do 157s. The reason is that I'm terrible at Silverstone, Jardier, or Sean, or Dal, whoever's watching. No wonder Dal used the V1 of this wheel for so long. It's magic. And I cannot believe it that they've managed to get a wheel this good, this high quality, for as little as €200. I think that's amazing. And let us not forget, this is an entry-level product of Fanatec.
The leader has finished the race.
The leader has won, and I'm coming across to finish in second.
Great job, man. P2. Bring it back to the wins.
Not bad. Not bad at all for a car that I don't particularly like on a track that I'm rubbish at. That was a lot of good fun. That was awesome. So, can I recommend the entry-level wheel from Fanatec to, say, more hardcore veteran sim racer that uses the Fanatec products? And my answer is 100% yes. This is a prime contender for the Formula V2, and it is unbelievably good. This might just very well be my favourite wheel. Because let's not forget that you can use this for semi-Formula 1 stuff, because you've got the two clutch paddles on the back, which you can map to whatever you want. Now, a few of you might be asking, how does a wheel like this compare to, say, the Porsche rim that you also own? And my answer to that is, it's a completely different wheel. It wouldn't be a fair comparison. This is a wheel for a different purpose, as is this. And just to clarify, this is my honest review. Even though Fanatec has sent me this, it doesn't stop me from giving an honest review. And this, I will be using more of in the future. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I must make it abundantly clear, this is the entry-level wheel to Fanatec. This is the cheapest wheel that they offer, and what a wheel they've decided to make. So, if you would like to get your hands on this particular Fanatec product, or anything related to Fanatec, then my affiliate link is down in the description below, and anything that you buy using that link would actually help me out greatly. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, then feel free to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. Don't forget to like the video, and to please the algorithm, leave a comment below. We're getting very close to 10,000 subscribers, and when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll be releasing some Coyote Racing merch for you guys. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next race. Have a good night, everybody. That's dirty driving for you.